Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2015 Missouri State USBC Celebration Gala. Up on the screen, as you can see, I told you before I would put up the link for the live stream tonight. Once again, this is live right now, and InsideBowling.tv is the place to go, so you can text your friends and family and let them know that we've got a few hours of entertainment for them tonight. We're going to honor a number of people with scholarships, a special recognition award, and we're going to induct the class of 2015 into the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame. This is a night to celebrate our success in the state of Missouri. So, you know, when you have the job that I've got right now, you're searching frantically for something funny to say when you're planning the night, and I don't know that I really was successful in finding what I wanted to find this year, but I did hear a man and his wife talking a little while ago, and she said that, you know, the spark was gone. The marriage wasn't quite as exciting as it used to be for them. And so the wife talked the husband into going to a psychologist, somebody that would help them out. Couples counseling, I guess, is what you call that. And they got in there, and they're talking to the doctor and telling the doctor their issues, and she says, I just feel like he doesn't see me anymore. He's interested in a lot of things outside the home and stuff, and so the doctor says, I think I know exactly what is needed here. And he walks over to where she was sitting and asks her to stand up, and he puts his arms around her and he kisses her for about 10 seconds. She stands back, and there's a glazed look over her face, and she sits down on the couch, and now he looks at the husband and he said, now, do you think you could possibly arrange for that about 3 times a week? And he looked at the doctor and said, well, I can probably bring her in on Monday and Wednesday, but Friday night's bowling night. So, yeah, I know. I'm not going to quit my day job. I'm excited for tonight, so let's begin with what we're really here for. We've got 6 very distinguished young bowlers with us tonight, surrounded by their families and friends. And each of them will receive a $1,000 scholarship in addition to the awards that go along with them. To get started here at the beginning, to present the Dorothy Johnson Female Bowler of the Year and the Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year awards from Columbia, please welcome Missouri State USBC Director Don Ripitu.
Thank you, Dennis. Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing 2 young people. As Dennis said, first I want to present the Dorothy Johnson Female Bowler of the Year, which is a $1,000 scholarship awarded to a female currently enrolled in 9th through 12th grade and outstanding efforts in bowling. The 2015 scholarship recipient is Margie Gish, who is in the 10th grade at Raymore Peculiar High School with a current GPA of 3.7. Margie's home bowling center is Aaron's Family Fun Center. Her current season average is 164, with league high game of 258 and girls high series of 653. She has an average of 190 in the Kansas City Open Youth Scholarship Travel Leagues. Her career high average is 190, high series of 670, and high game of 279. Since 2013, she's placed first twice and second twice in the Gateway Junior Classic tournaments. She has 3 top 10 finishes in the Heart of America Junior Classic, has finished in the top 4 in 2 of the Kansas City Open tournaments. In 2014, Missouri USBC State Championship, Margie placed first in doubles, 4th in singles. In the 2014 Jim Belial Memorial June Classic, she finished first in team, 6th in doubles, and 4th in all events. In 2009 and 10 season Saturday Morning Youth League, she had a high average, high series, and high game. She also won first place in the major division. She won the first place in the major division again in 2012-13. Margie has bowled in 2 junior gold U15 tournaments and will be bowling in the 2015 U20 division by taking first in a qualifier with a 6-game average of 207. According to her youth director, she promotes bowling and helps new bowlers on the lanes while they're practicing. She provides advice during competition when new bowlers tend to get nervous with a friendly smile to help them focus back on the lanes. She's volunteered as assistant at a recent PBA regional tournament and provides scorekeeping assistance at the Heart of America tournaments when she's not bowling. Now let's take a look at a short video for Margie Gish.
They said you can't leave, she said yes I will. They said don't see him, she said his name is Bill. She's on a roll and it's all uphill. She's a wild one with an angel's face. She's a woman child in a state of grace. When she was 3 years old on her daddy's knee, he said you can be anything you wanna be. She's a wild one running free.
Okay, please welcome and congratulate Margie Gish as the 2015 Dorothy Johnson Female Young Bowler of the Year. The plaque reads, Missouri State USBC Association congratulates Margie Gish, recipient of the Dorothy Johnson Female Youth Bowler of the Year Scholarship, presented on May 30th, 2015 at the MS-USBC Showcase and Annual Meeting at Ten Terre Resort, Osage Beach, Missouri. Margie, congratulations.
So, I've never done a speech before, so bear with me. But I want to thank everyone who has got me here for always pushing me to improve and kicking me in the butt when I needed it. Thank you to the association for presenting me with this award. I am very blessed to be given this scholarship and very honored to receive it. I also want to thank Rolena T-Bolt for nominating me and always seeing my potential. I also want to thank one of my biggest supporters, my daddy, for not only being my coach, but being my best friend. You've always pushed me to be the best person that I can be, and to always have fun no matter what. I promise to start listening to you because even though I don't want to admit it, most of the time you're right. I also want to thank my cheerleaders, my mom, grandma, grandpa, who have always been at every tournament and cheer as loud as they can. I also want to thank some of the men in my life that have made my bowling career possible. Jamie Pugh for drilling all of my equipment, Perry Jones for teaching me how to roll the ball, and Jerry Stover for keeping my head on straight. Finally, I want to thank my bowling family for always being there for me to give me love, help, and support whenever I have been in need. You guys are some of the best people out there, and I'm very grateful that I have all of you in my life. And again, thank you for everyone for always giving me the opportunities to improve and succeed. Thank you for teaching me and always sticking by my side, and for never giving up on me. I love you all. Without you, none of this would have ever been possible. Thank you very much.
Next, we have the Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year, which again is a $1,000 scholarship awarded to a male currently enrolled in 9th through 12th grade and displays outstanding efforts in bowling. The 2015 scholarship is awarded to Tony Resnik, who is a 9th grader at the Hazelwood West High School. He is a current GPA 4.0. His home bowling center is Brunswick Zone, Crestwood. Tony started bowling in 2005, as suggested by his barber, with an average of 74. His current average is 224, with a 752 high series and a 278 high game. He has a career high game of 299. He also has a sports shot average of 198, sports shot high series of 759, and high game of 287. Since 2009, he has placed in the top 10 of the Gateway Classic tournaments 20 times, 9 times in top 5, twice in the top 2, and twice as first place. In 2013, he was 7th place in the Missouri USBC Pepsi State Championship U15 division and was number 1 in 2014. He has had 5 top 5 finishes in the Heart of America tournaments with 2 first places in 2014. In the 2013-14 JBC Travel League, he earned the high average award of 218. Randy Davis, youth director for the Brunswick Zone, tells this story of the 2013-14 JBC Travel League. Tony had been the cleanup bowler virtually all season. They had to win the last game of the last night to cinch first place in the gold team division. Tony started the game with 9 strikes, and the game came down to him. They needed a strike and a strong count to win. Tony buried the first shot for his 10th strike. Back on the lanes and cool as ice, he fires the 11th for another strike and the division win. Then Tony threw the last ball, but alas only had 9 pins for the 299 game. By the way, Tony was 14 years old. He bowled in the 2013 Junior Gold, placing 201 out of 314 in the U15 division. In 2014, he improved his finish by placing 51 out of 341, missing semifinals by 1 place. He is qualified to bowl in the 2015 Junior Gold by winning the first half of a Sports Challenge League. In August of 2014, he applied for a position of youth representative to the Junior Bowling Club of Greater St. Louis Board of Directors and was unanimously elected. Outside of bowling, he's played a mellophone in the Hazelwood West Marching Band, plays trumpet in the prep band, and a French horn soloist in the orchestra program. Chosen for the Best of West award at the end of his 8th grade year, this award is given to a student who stands out in overall attitude, work ethic, and academic performance. Participated in the Celebrate Children's Show Choir in 2011, is in honors classes in mathematics, physics, and English, and part of the SAIL program for accelerated learners in 2014 through the present. Take a look at the video for Anthony Resnik.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and the world's gonna know your
Okay, please welcome and congratulate Anthony Resnik as the 2015 Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year. Okay, again, the plaque reads, Missouri State USBC Association congratulates Anthony Resnik, recipient of the Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year Scholarship, presented on May 30th, 2015 at MSUSBC Showcase, an annual meeting at Tan Terra Resort, Osage Beach, Missouri.
Thank you, Don. First off, I would like to thank the Missouri State USBC Scholarship Committee for honoring me for the Don Roman Youth Male State Bowler of the Year Award. I am happy to be chosen by the best hard-working scholarship committee any state could ask for. I knew it was a tough task to choose only one candidate for this amazing award, and I appreciate you all choosing me for this. There are some very special people that have helped me excel and make me the person I am today. I would like to start off by thanking my mother and my father for the countless hours of watching me and being my #1 fans for every single tournament that I bowl in. Also, I want to thank them for being my main income for my bowling career. Without the two of them, I know that I surely would not be able to receive this prestigious award. Another person that I would like to thank is my coach, Randolph Davis, from Brunswick Zone Chesterfield in the St. Louis area. We first met at a summer youth sport league about 3 years ago at Brunswick Zone Chesterfield. Ever since that day, we have clicked and he has helped me exceed with my game. Randy has improved my game drastically in ways I never knew possible. With his coaching and teaching, I have had the opportunity to compete in junior gold and face some of the best in the United States. I cannot thank him enough for the things that he has done to help me. Also, I'd like to thank all of my family, friends, and supporters throughout my life who have helped me push me to my fullest extent and to help guide me through my life to help make it successful each and every day. I can count on them to be there for me when I am needed for a confidence booster or for a cheer squad when I am having a bad day at the alley. I thank you all for what you do to help make myself a better person. Lastly, I would like to thank the teachers that have helped me teach me the way of life and the important necessities that I will need in the real world. These people do not get enough praise for what they do, and I feel like they should, since they are trying to help us as the next generations become more successful. I am happy to know that whenever I am successful in the life that I am progressing to get, that they were one of the main reasons for that. Again, I would like to thank everybody for coming out to the scholarship presentations, and I hope everybody has a nice weekend down here at the showcase at Tan Terra. Everybody have a blessed night. I appreciate it. Thank you again.
It's like walking over sand dunes or something up here on this thing. I didn't want to forget, we have a previous winner of the Dorothy Johnson Female Bowler of the Year Scholarship. In 2014, Emily Blackton's with us tonight. Emily, where are you? Stand up, please, if you would. Thank you. For all of our honorees, just to let you know, Craig Matthews, Hall of Famer Craig Matthews over here is taking pictures tonight as you come off the stage, but when the evening is over, we're going to make him available to take any group photos, any coach photos, anything that you'd like to do before you get out of here, so make sure you take advantage of that. So, from Kansas City now, to present, and maybe I should talk slow to give him time to get up here because I know he's walking a little slow, right? From Kansas City to present the Carolyn Gilbert Scholarships for Higher Education, my buddy Bob Fields, Missouri State Director of the Year.
Yeah, we used to be friends, Dennis. Okay. I'm here to give away the 2015 Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship Award for Higher Education for the female. This year it goes to Deandra Sullins. Deandra has had a high game of 279. She has bowls in several Heart of America tournaments, participates in Missouri State Youth tournaments. She's also bowls in the Pepsi tournaments, placing 6th twice. She's finished once, twice in the SIYST Sports Shot League, which is held in Illinois. Received the junior gold spot for the 2015 in Chicago in August. She has served on the State Youth Committee, Junior Bowling Club Girl Youth Representative. She's bowled 4 years in the High School Travel League, Vice President of her freshman class, Sophomore Class President, Secretary of the National Honor Society. She's lettered in varsity volleyball and track. Her community services include Salvation Army bell ringing, Toys for Tots, blood drives, and helping out at the soup kitchen. She also has a 3.57 GPA at Salem High School. She also has a high school attendance rate of 97.58%. Her science teacher had says she has a strong worth ethic. He goes on to say that he's familiar with her education and career goals. He knows how much receiving this scholarship would mean to her. It would allow her to obtain the additional education necessary to earn her college degree. Now let's look at a short video of Deandra Sullins.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you.
At this time, I would like to present the Carolyn Gilbert Female Scholarship Award winner for 2015 to Deandra Sullins. And the plaque reads, Missouri State Association Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship Award for Higher Education presented to Deandra Sullins, Salem, Missouri, May 30th, 2015. Also, there is a certificate for your bowling alley to hang on their wall so that anybody that comes in may see what great job you have done. Congratulations.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the scholarship committee for picking me to receive this award. I would like to thank my coach, Jesse Chenard, for helping me to improve my game over the years. But there's one person I really would like to thank, and that's my mom. Over the past 11 years, Mom, you've helped me grow in the sport and love it for what it is. But the past 2 years, you've traveled with me all the way from Rolla to Illinois and to Buffalo, New York. I've learned from you how important spares they are. And how to bowl on sports shots patterns. I want to thank my dad also for coming to bowling tournaments with me. I won't forget the one that we won my Chicago's spot on. Thank you, Gage, for always being there even though you fell asleep during my tournaments. And I want to also thank Tom Grim for always helping me coach. Love you, Pink Elephant. And once again, congratulations to all the other recipients and the Hall of Famers tonight. Thank you.
Okay, now for the 2015 Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship Award for Higher Education Male goes to Derek Vonarch. Derek bowled all 4 years on the high school team at St. Mary's High School. He is currently averaging 217 with a 300 game. He has finished in the top 10 of the Heart of America and the Gateway. He has also finished first twice in the Gateway Major Division. He carried a 196 average in the Sports Shot League. He carries a current GPA of 4.0. He took all honor courses in every course except 2 classes his freshman year. His junior year, he took college courses through St. Louis University's 1818 program, General Chemistry 1 lecture, General Chemistry 1 lab, and History of the U.S. to 1865. He is currently taking calculus, biology, origins of the modern world, and advanced strategies in rhetoric and research. He's been on the National Honor Society. He won the Board of Directors Award, which is given to junior and seniors for working the community, academic achievement, and excellent conduct. He won this award as a sophomore. Very nice. This is the first ever award given to a sophomore. He also won the Reverend Richard O'Shaughnessy Award, which is given to one senior exemplifying characteristics of a Marian First Education. He also received the Green Renaissance every semester since his freshman year. He's also won other numerous awards, too many to mention. He also volunteers a lot at his church and other community services. Let's look at a short video for Derek Vonarch.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
At At this time, I would like to present the Carolyn Gilbert Award for 2015 for the male to Derek Vonarch. Derek, the plaque reads, USBC Missouri State Association Carolyn Gilbert Scholarship for Higher Education presented to Derek Vonarch, St. Louis, Missouri, May 30th, 2015. You will also get a certificate to take to the bowling alley for them to hang onto the wall so that everybody comes in may see what your great achievement is. I congratulate you.
First, I'd like to thank the Scholarship Committee and the Board of Directors for selecting me for this prestigious award. I realize that this must have been a very difficult decision, and I am truly honored that I was selected among the very qualified applicants. I would also like to congratulate fellow scholarship recipients and all of the inductees tonight into the USBC Hall of Fame. When I first started my education at St. Francis of Assisi grade school, I was a little bit behind the curve. I had to stay after school every day with a learning consultant for my first 6 years of grade school. And so I was doing okay. I was getting decent grades, but I was never really overly concerned with my academics until 7th grade. My homeroom teacher, Mrs. Bocamper at the time, she gave me a nickname that really gave me a lot more confidence in myself, and she pushed me a little bit to put my best effort forward in everything that I did. So I can really thank Mrs. Bocamper for my excellence academically. She definitely pushed me to have a stronger work ethic than my other teachers have. And during the summer between my 8th grade year and freshman year of high school, I decided to bowl my first league ever with my cousin. And I wasn't really sure if bowling was going to be the thing for me or not, but during that league, I realized that bowling was definitely the sport I wanted to do for my high school career. And I can thank bowling for fine-tuning my work ethic and definitely pushing me to do better in everything that I put my mind to. I would also like to thank all of my teachers throughout the years at St. Mary's High School. They've done an excellent job at showing me what is important in life. Specifically, the Dean of Sciences at St. Mary's High School, her name is Ms. Rancilio. She introduced me into all sciences, specifically chemistry, during my junior year of high school. I really fell in love with chemistry, and I decided that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I'm going to major in business chemistry at Wichita State University this fall. But I would also like to thank my brother and my sister-in-law. They've always supported me through every bowling event and all my academic success. They have definitely been behind me through everything. But above all, I would like to thank my parents and my grandma. They have given me unbelievable support throughout the years, and I would not be able to be here without them. They have ingrained this idea of developing a goal, developing a plan to complete that goal, and then executing it to the best of my abilities. And that has truly been the key to my successes. My family has supported me through so much already, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Thank you for acknowledging my hard work and effort. It really means a lot to me, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.
So the 4 scholarships that we just awarded have been around since the merger 9 years ago. This year, I'm happy to say that we're giving 2 brand new scholarships. We named them for very deserving people. And here to tell you a little bit about that is former president, current Missouri State Director, and a lady who made me exempt on the PBA tour during my Hall of Fame induction a few years ago, and I love that. So that was awesome. From Springfield, Nancy Mills.
Good evening. The Marie Heitzel Female Leadership Scholarship was established to honor Marie Heitzel, past president of the Missouri State Women's Bowling Association. Marie started her career on the St. Louis WBA Board of Directors in 1966. She retired from that board in 1992, having been president the last 12 years. Marie would also serve the Women Bowlers of Missouri on the state board from 1968 to 1996, with the last 9 years as president. In 1996, Marie received one of the highest awards given by the Women's International Bowling Congress, the prestigious Helen Baker Award, given to recognize an outstanding WIBC leader who has made valuable contributions on the local, state, and national levels. She is a member of the St. Louis and Missouri State Hall of Fame. I know Marie would agree our scholarship recipient tonight is very worthy of this award. Her current season high average is a 211, high series 728, and high game 269. Her career high average is a 211. Her career high series is a 722, and her career high game is a 290. She is currently a junior at Rockwood Summit High School with a 3.5 GPA. Crestwood Bowl in St. Louis is her home center. Some of her accomplishments: she was the 2013 JBC Travel League Gold Division High Series with a 691. The 2013 JBC Travel League Gold Division High Game with a 284. 2013 Missouri Pepsi Youth 5th place. The 2014 Marie Heitzel Scholarship for Leadership. The 2014 Female Bowler of the Year, St. Louis. And the 2014 Howard Key Scholarship, Female High Series Invitational Tournament. Her community service: she is a member of the PEP Club at school, helps kids with Down syndrome with their bowling, volunteers at the animal shelter in House Springs, Missouri, and someday she hopes to be a veterinarian. She's taking a class in first aid and lifeguarding in hopes of getting a summer job to be a lifeguard. She is a very busy young lady and still finds time to be an accomplished bowler. Many letters from her coaches and her teachers was received with flowing recommendations. Now let's watch a short video of Shannon Grim.
This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. You, where the hell did you come from? You're a different kind of fun, and I'm so used to feeling numb. Now I got pins and needles on my tongue, anticipating what.
Now will you please help me welcome Shannon Grim, our first 2015 Marie Heitzel Female Leadership Scholarship recipient. Plaque that says Marie Heitzel Female Leadership Scholarship presented to Shannon Grim. And a beautiful certificate for you to take home to your home center so they can show what a fine young lady you are.
I would like to thank the community for selecting me for the Margie Heitzel Scholarship Award. It is truly an honor. Congratulations to the other scholarship winners, and congratulations to the Hall of Fame inductees. Job well done. I would like to thank my family, especially my parents. Thanks for all your love and support. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for my parents. I will always like to thank Mike Bluth. Mike is the reason why the junior program at Crestwood is so successful. Lastly, I'd like to thank my bowling family. You guys really mean the world to me, and I thank God that all of you are a part of my life. Thank you.
The next award is the Marvin Townsend Male Leadership Scholarship. It was established to honor Marvin Townsend, past ABC National Director. Marvin served on the Greater Kansas City ABC from 1972 to 2007 for a total of 35 years, serving as president from 1984 to 1985. He was Greater Kansas City's Man of the Year in 1990 and Director of the Year in 1997. Marvin was elected to the National ABC Board in 1982, and he retired in 2002 after 20 years of service. And he was elected life member of the National ABC for his many years of service. He is a member of the Greater Kansas City and Missouri State Hall of Fames. He was very dedicated to the sport. And I know Marvin would agree with our scholarship recipient is truly worthy of this award tonight. He attends the Parkway South and South County Tech School and is a junior. He has a current GPA of 3.793. His current season high average is a 232, and his high game is a 722, and his high series is 722. And his high game is 300. His career high average is a 232, and his career high series is a 755, and his high game is a 300. His bowling accomplishments, the 2014 St. Louis USBC Male Youth Bowler of the Year, 2014 Ed Swinney Scholarship, 2014 Missouri State Ambassador of the Year, 2013 St. Louis Male Bowler of the Year, 2013 Ed Swinney Scholarship, Don Roman Male Youth Bowler of the Year. He has numerous academic achievements to his honor. His community service is 2012 Oak Brook babysitting, 2012-14 tutoring at Parkway Southwest Middle. In 2013 and 14, he helped run the Senior Olympic Bowling Tournament, and these are just a few of his community services. He is a certified coach, level 1. He is very active in all bowling events in the St. Louis area. Now at this time, would you please look at a short video for Richard J. Hochecker.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big.
please help me welcome our 2015 Marvin Townsend Leadership Scholarship winner, Richard J. Hochecker Ford. Present you with this lovely plaque that says the Marvin Townsend Male Leadership Scholarship winner, and also this beautiful certificate that you can take home to your center so they know what a fine young man you are.
Thank you. I would like to begin by thanking the Scholarship Committee for awarding me this award. It is truly an amazing honor, as well as my parents for everything that they have ever done for me. They've been a major positive influence on my life, and I don't believe that I would be half the person I am today if it wasn't for them. They always stood by my side through everything, and have always gone out of their way to make sure that I don't miss out on any opportunities that could make me a better person, as well as being in the stands cheering for me at every competition that I choose to be a part of. They truly are my #1 fans, and words cannot express how grateful I am for everything that they do and how lucky I feel to call them my parents. This scholarship is just another step towards minimizing my college loans when I graduate high school and get to attend Rankin to further my education in the precision machining field. I have currently been studying machining at South Tech for a year under the instruction of Mr. Bob Arkapowski, who is probably the best teacher that I could have ever asked for, because of his dedication to his students who exhibit the qualities that he finds important for being successful in the career field. I've not only learned an unbelievable amount in a short amount of time, but under his recommendation, I was hired full-time for the summer at a company called Custom Machine Works in Fenton, doing exactly what I want to do. He personally delivered my resume to the company with his own recommendation to the owner himself. And finally, I would like to congratulate the other scholarship recipients, Derek, Tony, Margie, Shannon, and Deandra. You and your family should be very proud of your accomplishments, which have made you stand out above the rest of the applicants. And also, a big congratulations to the Hall of Fame inductees. Each and every one of you truly deserve to be recognized tonight. Thank you.
So at this point, I'd like to ask a couple of helpers that I've recruited for this evening, Lauren Sides and Hunter Jones from Cape Girardeau USBC, to come up here and help me unveil the new scholarship plaque. Go ahead. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Folks, let's give one more big round of applause to the bowlers of tomorrow that we have here with us tonight. Scholarships winners, stand up for us, please. Everybody. These people are our leaders, and I hope that one of you is standing right here in about 20 years. That's what I would like to see. For all of you all, we've made the videos. There are no title slides in those. We're going to mix those in and make those available to you all so you can have those and take them with you, just to let you know. Good grief. So just a few years ago, we learned about how Missouri bowlers were affecting the national landscape. And we decided at that point that we couldn't ignore their impact, and it was important to honor them at the gala tonight. We've had multiple high averages in the nation, a world record 5-man team game, and collegiate national champions to celebrate. We had no idea it would continue for our state every year since, and that's the funny thing about it. It's pretty remarkable, but particularly fitting this year in the spirit of celebrate our success that we honor yet another Missouri bowler in the national spotlight. Inducted just last year in the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame, Father John Brockland of St. Louis led all of the USA in sport league averages with a whopping 233. That was for the 2013-14 season. I don't know about you all, but I feel pretty great when I shoot even 233 in a game on sport, much less average it over 16 weeks. But Father John did it, divine intervention notwithstanding. And once again, he put Missouri on the map. As you might have guessed, I didn't just misspeak. Father John is really a priest. He couldn't be here with us tonight because he previously committed to officiating a wedding today in his church. He gave me some story about brides and flowers and doves and butterflies and I don't know, and years of planning. So I digressed, and accepting his award for him tonight is St. Louis USBC Association Manager Dale Bone.
I am happy to accept this on behalf of John. He is very thankful and appreciative of this award. As Dennis said, for many of you that don't know him, John Brockland is Father John Brockland. He had to do a wedding this afternoon and Mass tonight, so that's why he could not be here. He's sorry he could not be here to receive the award in person, but speaking for him, he says thank you.
Thank you, Dale. So it's now time for us to welcome the class of 2015 to the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame. Our Hall of Fame celebrates individuals who make a lasting impact on the sport of bowling on the lanes and behind the scenes. Tonight, 5 extraordinary people will receive the highest honor that we have at Missouri State USBC to bestow. To help welcome our new members and mark this occasion, a number of our previous inductees are with us here tonight to share in this special moment. Please join me in honoring again our Missouri State USBC Hall of Famers in attendance tonight as they are introduced. She served WIBC as Executive Secretary Treasurer across 3 decades, and she's also a member of the National USBC Hall of Fame, inducted in 1985 from Springfield, Flora Mitchell. In the class of 2003 from St. Louis, welcome our photographer tonight, Craig Matthews Sr. The Association Manager from St. Louis USBC, inducted in 2004, Mr. Dale Bone. In the class of 2005, currently First Vice President of Missouri State USBC and the President of St. Louis USBC from St. Louis, Frank Barnhart. She was inducted in 2006 and began her 2 terms as first president of the Missouri State USBC in the same year. Currently a director on the Missouri State USBC board from Springfield. Welcome, Nancy Mills. Honored in the class of 2009 from St. Louis, Don Griffin. From St. Charles, Missouri, our first representative from the class of 2011, Robin Gooden. And also from the class of 2011, hailing from Columbia, Dot McKenzie. finally inducted in 2012, 9 years after her husband from St. Louis, Andrea Matthews. Let's have one more round of applause for our Hall of Famers in attendance tonight. It's important that we're aware of the significance of achievements, or even careers in service as they happen. We need to constantly ask ourselves if we really appreciate the milestones of our current era. If we don't, 70 years from now, what will the historians have to look back on? One of the charges of us on this board, and also of you out there in those chairs, is to have those long-term perspectives and the wisdom to compare achievements across eras. That's especially true in the one that we live in today, and I think we've done a good job with that tonight. It's now my pleasure to introduce our president, Kim Wade, who will welcome into our Hall of Fame the 5 newest members.
I will introduce Dennis. He was the class of 2010. At this time, I would like to introduce our first inductee for tonight. It's with my extreme honor and pleasure to introduce our first 2015 Hall of Fame inductee for meritorious service, Keith Sanders from Columbia. Keith has been active in all areas of his local association, serving as local director, league officer, and all of those duties. He has served as director of the BA, WBA, and the YABA, and he also served as the director of the BA, State BA, where he was honored as Director of the Year. And he was inducted into the Columbia Hall of Fame in 1999. Keith was instrumental in the 2006 merger of the BA, WBA, and the YABA, and served as chairman of the Transition Merger Committee for the BA. He served as second vice president and then president of the merged association. An interesting tidbit that some of you may or may not know about Keith: he was a sports editor writing a weekly column in Ohio for nothing but bowling. Please welcome our friend Keith Sanders, the newest inductee into the Missouri State USBC Hall of Fame for meritorious service. Plaque says, USBC Missouri State Association Hall of Fame, presented to Keith Sanders, meritorious service, May 30th, 2015. Congratulations.
It's different being up here to accept an award. The last 4 years I've been giving them. I want to congratulate the scholarship winners. I want to congratulate the fellow members of the class of 2015. I'm in awe of joining this august body. I want to congratulate Kim. Kim, you've almost made it through a year as president. I didn't get serious about bowling until I was well into my 30s. I was still using the old Brunswick rubber ball that I used in the youth league. And then in about the mid-1970s, I heard about Billy Walden and Dale Bone. They were starting a new bowling association for bowlers not quite ready for prime-time scratch league bowling. The Bicentennial Bowling Association tournaments had 2 5-game qualifying blocks on Saturday, with the top 12 moving on Sunday to match play and the stepladder finals. Crossing lanes, reading lanes, improved my ability. My average jumped up. It got me ready for prime time. Early in my scratch league bowling, I was low average on a very good team. figuring I wouldn't win very many individual points, my team decided we would work on this strategy of sacrificing my points and make me bowl anchor. The strategy worked pretty well. I won about 35% of my individual points, but the team continued to win. And then something very unexpected happened. One round, I won my individual series all 11 weeks. One of the highlights of my career bowling against the best bowlers in mid-Missouri. I want to recognize my wife of 49 years next week. Jane has become a master at looking interested after every league night when I explain how I shot. Also with me tonight is my son Kevin and his wife Gina. They are not league bowlers, but they're still young. Confession. I always wanted to be and thought I would be a better golfer than bowler. Fortunately, it didn't work out that way. Bowling is such a great sport. I know I'm preaching to the choir. You all know that, or you wouldn't be here tonight and agree with me that it's a great sport. But I'm going to say it anyway. It's a lifetime sport. Friendships are easily made. It's the most democratic sport there is. It doesn't matter whether you're old or young, male or female, rich, poor, college grad, high school dropout. I've had great teammates, some of them here tonight. Some from faraway places like Cambodia and South Korea. My teammates have been a diverse group, including bankers, dentists, city bus drivers, NASCAR mechanics, accountants, meat inspectors, electricians, short order cooks, teachers, refuse collectors, store clerks, and lots of others. I love the competition. I love the rush I get in the 10th frame when the team needs my strike to win the game. I love the fact that bowling makes it possible for people of widely differing abilities to compete evenly. I love how excited low average bowlers get when they shoot way over average, like my wife when she shot a 626 series on a 140 average. I love the fact that bowling provides so many opportunities for volunteering, from youth coaching to serving on local or state boards to keeping score at state tournaments. Thank you, delegates, for your service to bowling. I especially want to thank the delegates from the Columbia USBC Association sitting in this area over here. It has been a wonderful pleasure to serve with you and bowl with you for these years. Thank you all. Of course you did.
Of course I did. You broke the camera, of course I did it. Our next inductee is the first female for superior performance of the evening, Lori Gage from St. Joseph. Lori was the first woman to bowl a certified 300 in the St. Joseph Association in 1989. Her accomplishments consist of 3 300 games, including one at the 2012 Women's State Tournament. She's had 6 11 in a row awards, 3 299 games. Lori was honored as Local Bowler of the Year in her association. She was inducted into the St. Joseph Hall of Fame in 2000. Lori serves on the Missouri State USBC Board of Directors and has been an active member serving her local in many capacities. Please welcome in the category of Superior Performance for female category, Lori Gage. Her plaque reads, USBC Missouri State Association Hall of Fame, presented to Lori Gage for superior performance May 30th, 2015.
Okay, my father-in-law's sitting right down there. I have to behave. He's a retired pastor. My husband is sitting down there. And I got to tell you, when Chris and I got married, you know, I talked to hoe checkers the other night. They're over there. And one of the best things about bowling is the family and the stories. It's all about the stories. There's a path to everybody's direction. There's a path to everywhere you go. There's a dedication that it takes to be a bowler for a lifetime. I've been bowling over 50 years. I've watched kids graduate from high school, go on to bowling in college. I've been coaching for 28 years. It's all about the kids. These guys, they're our future. My husband, when I first met him, had never stepped foot in a bowling alley that I knew of. He was not a bowler. It became a prerequisite for us to get married. He had to become a bowler. We eloped during men's state tournament that was in Kansas City 11 years ago. My team that I bowled with, the men's team I bowled with, did not know we were eloping. We bowled team event. We rushed and got married. We went back the next morning for singles and doubles. We had a, yeah, I'm a bowler. I am exactly a bowler. Nothing comes before it. Just ask him. During singles and doubles the next morning, we had taken 4 gallons of orange juice and about 50 plastic champagne glasses and a guest book to the bowling alley. We have a guest book with 177 or 78 names in it, and we probably only know 7 of them. Thanks to my retired pastor father-in-law, we did renew our vows 5 years later with family and friends. So, we are officially legally married with the family now. My wish for the future of this sport is that the kids here tonight and all the kids across our great state will make their own memories, make their own path, make their own stories. That's what keeps this sport so great, is the camaraderie, the compassion that people have for this sport, and the dedication to it. Dot McKenzie, Nancy Mills, Frank, Tom, where's Tom Dawson? You guys have all showed me a path in a different direction besides on the lane. I have grown to love this side of things. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. Keith Sanders, you showed me that yes, I can. You offered me that first position with the youth committee, and I've been there ever since, and I love it. There was one other person I cannot forget. Deanne McGonnell. Where is she? She's over here. We worked women's state tournament in St. Joseph in 2012 when I shot my last 300 game. We had so many weeks that were so intense. But every morning we got together for a prayer meeting every morning before we started the squad. The day I shot my 300 game, there was a whole crew of older women right next to us. I bowled horrible. Deanne and everybody else made my husband stay away because they all knew that if he was there, I would not bowl good. when I shot that 300, I shot 605 series. Best 600 of my life. To all the inductees, to all of you that are up here and all the other Hall of Fame members, you have been an inspiration to me all of my life. You will continue to inspire me, and I hope someday that I can do that for someone else. Thank you. Congratulations, Roy. Thank you. Thank you.
Our first male Superior Performance inductee tonight is Ron Capels from St. Louis. Ron has been selected 3 times as the St. Louis Bowler of the Year. He has bowled 100-300 games, 93-800 series, and his highest average is 247. He has been a team event scratch champion in the Missouri State BA Open Championship Tournament. In 2002, he was inducted into the St. Louis Hall of Fame. He finished 4th place in the televised finals of the Brunswick Slam in Las Vegas. Ron's personal goal is to roll 7 more 800 series for a total of 100. We all certainly hope he attains his goal. We are pleased to induct Ron Capels for superior performance. Please make Ron feel welcome. Ron's plaque says USBC Missouri State Association Hall of Fame, presented to Ron Capels for superior performance May 30th, 2015.
Thanks, Resin. Where you been for 25 years? It's nice to be here after all these years of bowling. First game I bowled, I was 10 years old. 56 years later, I'm standing here. That's pretty cool. There was no video because they didn't have cameras back then. I'd like to thank everybody, all the Hall of Famers, all of you people here. Congratulate everybody that was getting awards tonight, all the other inductees, people we've bowled against several times. My sister Diane, her friend Paula, good friend Joe and his son. In 2002, I was inducted into the St. Louis Hall of Fame. I had just had hip surgery. I really didn't think I was ever going to bowl again. So when I went up to give my speech, I was like jello. I couldn't hardly talk. I'm having trouble right now. And the one person I forgot to thank, June. We met 20 years ago. And when we met, people were asking me, where'd you meet June? And I said, well, we met in a bowling center. And they said, really? With your attitude on the lanes? I said, well, I was at the snack bar getting a soda. And do you ever have that feeling when somebody's looking at you or you sense something? There were several people there. I had that feeling. I kind of turned and looked. She was standing there, and I didn't know her. She says, I know you. I had to bite my tongue because I thought that was my line. And so here we are, over 20 years, and we're still here. But she's also a bowler, so that might have something to do with it. Because if you're not a bowler and you're around bowlers, you just don't get it. There's little bowling pins in your blood, you know. You can't get rid of it. You can quit, you're going to come back. You're going to die with a bowling ball in your hand or at the foul line, something. Love the game. Fell in love with it when I was young. Older gentleman named Tom Hennessy. Some of the older folks might know him. Budweiser Tour, bowl with Dick Weber and everybody. Taught me how to read the oil patterns. Before then, I averaged 190. That was in 1978. Got me to join a summer league with him. And I was like, you want me to bowl with you? I was like, well, this is cool. I was all excited and everything else, just a young kid. I averaged 202 that year and shot my first 700. And I never looked back. He's gone now. Great guy. But he taught me how to read the oil patterns. And then I learned more about bowling. Back in the old days when you didn't have weight blocks, you better hit what you're looking at because you didn't know where it was going to go otherwise. Today, you can kind of close your eyes. Let me see. Yeah, I can still hit the target with that teeth, with resin. But things like that happen in everybody's life coming to bowling. There's always going to be somebody that's going to step up and help you out. These youngsters got these awards tonight. There's more people out going to help you. You better believe it. You're going to come a long ways. And like they said earlier, you'll be up here in 20 years, if not sooner. So just want to thank you. I want to thank June for putting up with me for 20 years, bullet. I did write some things down. I guess I should talk about them. Wait a minute. My glasses got dirty. I just want to thank the Missouri State USBC for voting me in and inducting me into the Hall of Fame. This is actually the third time I've tried to do this. First time, some other guy got in. His name was Randy Lightfoot. So I understand. You know, and our friend, Mr. Matthews, got in the same year. So I didn't mind sitting back and letting them two get in. I said, no, I might get my turn again. So I waited a few years and got in. The idea to send in my paperwork again, and I got somebody to sponsor me. And I couldn't tell you what year it was. And I don't know what year it was, but somebody from either St. Joseph or Joplin or someplace, they got in and they hadn't bowled for 8 years. And I scratched my head and I said, how'd that happen? I don't understand that. But when I looked at the resume that this gentleman had, I understood it then. And he was a little bit older. I don't know how that happened. But he's a little bit older, and I said, okay, well, maybe another time. Well, Randy and Carol Lightfoot decided to put me in. So I know Randy's bowling the state tournament. Where are you, Carol? I saw you earlier. Sweetie, thank you very much. She did all the paperwork. Randy just signed his name. I hope he's bowling well. Have you talked to him? Oh, he's bowling nationals. Well, okay. But they gave me the opportunity to come in here, and I thought, well, with 100, 300s, maybe I got a shot. And I guess I did. I made it. Here I am. But just in closing, because I got to get off of here. I need a beer. I want to thank everybody. All of you folks, I don't even know you. You know, you don't know me. Just for being here for everybody else, besides just one person. And I love you, too. Thank you. I don't know if there's any deer hunters or squirrel hunters or even people that don't like weapons, but our illustrious government is going to open a factory, and they're going to build weapons, and they're going to sell them. And I don't know what they're going to do with them, but they're going to sell them. And the first one is going to be called a congressman. it doesn't work and you can't fire it.
Okay. What's that? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were tuning on to spell wrong.
Well, like the second time I didn't. I thought maybe he was going to come back up, so I wanted to wait just a second. Our second female for superior performance tonight is Tracy Weber from St. Anne. She began competing as an adult at age 16, and her first night of bowling as an adult, she shot a 298. At age 16, she was the youngest competitor member on the Ladies Professional Bowling Tour and won her first professional title in 1991. Tracy has rolled 11 300 games and has a high average of 222. She finished second in the WIBC National Tournament. Tracy was named the Future Star of Tomorrow by the Missouri-Illinois Bowling News. She was inducted into the St. Louis Hall of Fame in 2014, as well as the St. Charles Hall of Fame in 2014. Unfortunately, due to a charity event, Tracy couldn't be with us tonight. Speaking on her behalf will be Hall of Fame famer and longtime friend Robin Gooden from St. Charles. You don't have far to travel.
As Kim said, Tracy couldn't be here tonight, and she wanted me to let everyone know she was very grateful and appreciative of this award. Thank you.
I didn't get my breath caught. Our second superior performance male category tonight is Tony Yarborough from Rogersville, Missouri. Tony has 60 plus 300 and 20 plus 800 series. His highest three-game series is 839 and his highest average is 233. In 2009, he was the doubles scratch, the single scratch and handicap, the all-event scratch and handicap champion in the Missouri State USBC Open Championship. To quote David Scott, Tony built a good reputation throughout the Midwest of being a fierce competitor on the lanes and treating others with respect, honesty, integrity at the same time. Tony was inducted into the Greater Springfield Hall of Fame in 2011. Please welcome for superior performance, Tony Yarborough. USBC Missouri State Association Hall of Fame presented to Tony Yarborough for superior performance May 30th, 2015.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm usually the last, I guess, because of the alphabet. So I know you've all been sitting here a while, so I'll try to be quick. Congratulations to my fellow inductees tonight. I'd like to start by saying how humbled I am to receive this incredible honor. I'd also like to thank a few people, starting with Dave Scott. Thanks for the nomination, Dave, and we had the pleasure of bowling together last month and winning the scratch event of the team state tournament. Always nice to win something. Secondly, all the committee members that reviewed my application and voted for me, thank you. Thirdly, my various teammates and long list of competitors over the years that pushed me to be better and strive for excellence. Next, to my staff affiliations, Brunswick is a great family. I want to thank personally Chuck Gardner for all your help and support over the years. Ron Bragg, Brian Graham for believing in me. This great equipment keeps me looking good on the lanes. Turbo Grips, Lori Tesmar for giving me great products to provide a good feel. It's very important, as most of you know. I hope to be with these companies that are industry leaders for many years to come. And last but certainly not least, my beautiful wife, Sherry. Where do I begin with there? She's my rock. She stands behind me and supports me in everything I do, including my bowling. She holds down the fort when I'm at tournaments, which is pretty frequently, 3 to 4 times a month when she can't go. Without her, my bowling career would not be possible. Thank you, honey. I love you. Tonight's induction is one of the biggest accomplishments in my life to date, and I don't take the honor lightly. I hope to continue to bowl at a competitive level for many years to come, as long as I can stay healthy. And that kind of brings me to the close of my speech. Today, a good man, a good friend, a good father, and a great bowler was laid to rest in Springfield. Last Sunday, Sean Swanson succumbed to cancer on his 46th birthday, which is way too young. It was brought to my attention this week that Sean was one of the bowlers that Ron and I beat out for this year's honors. And I'm grateful for this award, but I must say, to whom it may concern in the future that decides these things, Sean Swanson has won some of the biggest tournaments in this country, has 19 PBA regional titles, countless honor scores. Most bowlers, most tournament bowlers will tell you that Sean was one of the best there was. And I guess what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is if there is a bowler in the state of Missouri that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame up here, that would be Sean. So to the powers that be, please consider Sean for future induction into this fraternity of great bowlers. And I'm sure that'll be very, very soon. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thank all of you. Have a great night.
Thank you, Kim. Lauren and Hunter, it's time for your job this time. But so that I don't get the president mad at me, we got to fold it up and put it down nicely on the floor. While they're coming up here, I'll take an opportunity. On your chairs, you all had a piece of paper that talked about Ruby Tuesday Community Give Back Program. Please take these with you. Please copy them. Please pass them out. We can get 20% of the bill given to the BBL from Ruby Tuesday across the state of Missouri on July 14th. July 14th, 2015. What did I say? I'm sorry. Okay. Tuesday, July 14th, 2015 for Ruby Tuesday. A couple of things before thanks guys. A couple of things before we wrap this up. The auctions will stay open for about another 15 minutes once we close this meeting. They're going to give everything that's back there on those tables away tonight, so nothing will be done for in the morning. I would very much like to thank everyone in here for joining us tonight for the special presentation. Thanks to Craig Matthews as our official photographer again this year. You'll appreciate his professional work when you see those results. He'll be available after we're done here also to take any family and group photos like I talked about. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank my great help. Many of you know him from years past, Alan Honor over at the audio-visual table. He ran this show for me tonight. And also a very special thanks to Matt Turek and Ricky Matsko from InsideBowling.com, our live stream team. This event will be archived and their great help with their great help and available on YouTube in the very near future, and we'll let you all know. And that concludes our program for tonight. Thank you all for coming very much. I enjoyed being the MC. Thank you, folks.